What's happening, people? I am back in the kitchen again, and today we are having a little bit of an Aldi dupe. Currently, at the time of filming this, Aldi have launched all the new Roosters range, which is their chicken range, and this one is impersonating KFC. So I got a few bits, and there is a heck of a lot. In fact, let me show you the fridge that I got this out of. As you can see there was a lot of options, but I just got a few bits. Now, you'll probably realise there's a theme to what I got, but we're always going to get this. Just lucky that they were 30% off some of these. I got a bucket of chicken, because you've got to have a bucket of chicken. Obviously it says 30% off there because, well, it was there. I'm not going to pay full price if there's one for 30%. We're having it the same night. 100% British chicken, southern fried, chicken thighs and drums. It says juicy on the bone chicken in a seasoned crispy crumb, suitable for air fryer. There we go. That's what we got. A bucket of chicken. So, looks alright. Bit of a reflection there, but yeah, we'll have a little look at it in a minute anyway. We've got a bucket of chicken. I tried to make this as realistic as possible for what we'd order from KFC as well. So we got popcorn chicken, breaded chicken poppers, bite-sized chicken poppers in a seasoned breadcrumb coating with a barbecue dip. So that's a bit of a popcorn chicken, and also 30% off. I will run through the prices in just a minute. Then you've got to have some chips, haven't you? So I got some skin on fries, and it says with Roosters special seasoning. All these are new, by the way. Suitable for air fryer as well. That's a 250 gram box. 30% off again. And when you've got fries, in KFC, you've got to have it with gravy. And they have now launched Southern Style Gravy. Roosters Southern Style Gravy. That's what it looks like in there. Will this be as good as KFC gravy? It says great over fried chicken and fries. And Katie likes the beans from KFC, like barbecue beans, and they've launched that as well. So they've got some barbecue beans in there. So we're going to have a little bit of that. Imagine them last two will be microwavable. So before we just go into that, they do also have some chicken tenders, chicken chunks, chicken wings, sweet corn bites, two chicken burgers, and the chicken burgers are like hot and spicy, so no one in our house would eat that apart from me. So I think we've got enough for us. There's only 3 of us, so I think we've got enough here. The chicken chunks are normal spice, and the chicken tenders you can actually choose between buttermilk chicken tenders or like a hot and spicy chicken tenders, and you can get wings as well, which is hot and spicy wings. I think, and the sweet corn bites are like little sweet corn riblets. I think that's it. I don't think I've missed anything else. Oh, coleslaw on the sides. There was no point buying coleslaw because, like I said, it's just me who's going to eat coleslaw, so I don't want to have a big tub of coleslaw. So yeah, we're all going to share this, but I'm going to cook it all, and we're going to try it all. So we've got some chicken on the bone. I'll try a drumstick. I'll try a thigh. We'll try some poppets. We'll try the gravy, which is what I'm excited about. We'll have a little taste of barbecue beans, not too much because they're kiddies, and try these skin on fries and have a bit of a KFC dupe from Aldi. So let's have a quick. Now I realise that this video is already like coming into nearly 4 minutes, so we'll have a quick scan at the bucket and see what's going on with that. Okay, so that's what you get. It looks like decent big pieces of chicken, so let's put that to one side. Per 100 grams, 213 calories. We're not really interested in that. We're just trying to look at the ingredients and see if we can know what seasoning is in this. So southern fried style breadcrumb coating. So 80% chicken drumsticks and thighs. Anything in there? Faber bean flour. Anything in there that surprises you? I'm not sure. 800 grams in this this bucket. That's the nutritional information in more details. It says bone-in, skinless drumsticks and thighs, coated in a crispy southern fried style breadcrumb coating. That's what they're. What's this Roosters special seasoning on the fries? We might as well have a quick look, haven't we? Herb and spice seasoning.
Thin cut, skin on potato fries, pre-fried in a lightly seasoned batter with a separate sachet of herb and spice seasoning. Oh, so that's a sachet, so you can add that to yourself. What herbs and spices are there? Paprika powder, black pepper, garlic powder. Pretty standard there on the chips. Don't know if there's going to be anything different on this. Oh yeah, this one does actually have a separate sachet of... Oh, that's barbecue sauce. So this is just going to be plain chicken, yeah. Yep, not much to talk about there. 340 grams, a decent size. Barbecue beans and southern style gravy. Let's see what the gravy's saying. You guys can pause this, of course, and chicken fat, chicken stock. Everything looks good about the gravy, right? Barbecue beans. There we go. Bit of paprika in there as well. Okie. I'll get all this in the air fryer.
And then I was about to say we'll go through the prices, but just putting these in the air fryer, I've just seen how big these... There's only 4 pieces in this bucket. 4 pieces of chicken. Do you know why? Because that is the size of one of the pieces. What the... That's massive. Have you ever seen a drumstick this size? Oh my God. They are huge. Massive. There's 3 absolutely massive pieces, as you can see here, and 1 regular. That is absolutely insane. Insane. Right, the chips are here, as you can see, and then we've got the seasoning to add after the fact. And yeah, I'll put the popcorn chicken in the other side. Wow, let's run through the prices. Okay, let's run through the prices. There's no like deal or anything if you buy more than one thing, or you get like a like a main and then a side. There's no deals like that. These all are purchased individually. So we'll start with the barbecue beans and the southern fried gravy. They were £1.49 a piece, full price of course. £1.49. That's probably a bit expensive, isn't it? But especially with the gravy, because they call it southern style gravy, they're impersonating KFC. People like that, don't they? But there's probably less than a tin of beans in there. So you could go buy a tin of beans from Aldi and add a bit of barbecue sauce and save yourself probably 2/3 of the price of that. But for the review, obviously, this is what we went for. So £1.49 each. Full price of the popcorn chicken, or the chicken poppers, were £2.49. That's full price, £2.49. Of course, I got 30% off, so it hasn't cost me that. I got 75p off that. So it actually only cost me £1.75, which that's pretty good for a 340 gram popcorn chicken. Happy with that. The skin on fries on their own are £1.49. So that's not too bad, is it? £1. Well, I don't know actually, because obviously your frozen chips and things, 250 grams. Actually, that is quite a lot, actually, isn't it? You do get this special seasoning, but yeah, don't know if that's worth it actually. Of course, I got 30% off again, another whoopsie, which was 45p off, so it actually cost me £1.04. And then your bucket of chicken, which obviously is done by weight, which is I probably should have opened it because they're only in a sleeve. You can actually open it and have a look. So I could have probably checked to see how many pieces you're going to get in there and what's drumsticks and what's thighs and things like that. They just put it in on weight, and I've got 3 massive pieces of chicken. So unfortunately, there is only 4 pieces of chicken in this bucket. But it is an 800 grams. It is an 800 gram bucket. This is $3.99 on its own. So effectively for me, a pound a piece of chicken, which is very, very good actually, considering the size of them. But once again, 30% off, which means I paid £1.20 less, so only £2.79. So yeah, overall I think I've got a bit of a bargain there. So that's the total. What is that? £3, £5.79, £6.79, £6.80. What did I pay for them? £7.80. It's about £8.50, around £8.50 mark. I don't think that's too bad at all. Right, obviously the big pieces of chicken take longer than the popcorn and the fries, and these two just go in the microwave for 1.5 minutes. So I'll bring you back when it's all done. I'm going to serve the girls up, and then we're just going to try a little bit of each one for you guys. So see you in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to start with the barbecue beans, and that's just because so then I can serve the girls up, because this is Katie's. I'm not really a barbecue beans kind of guy. Beans are beans to Dino. If you know, you know. But as you can see here, the consistency looks okay, to be honest. Yeah, so let's give it a try. Subtle barbecue taste, very, very saucy. The beans, the actual beans are a little bit hard, if I'm honest. I much prefer mine cooked on the hob, but obviously there's no option to cook these on the hob. I'm sure they would have been fine if I did cook them on the hob. But yeah, it's very saucy. I suppose they're more like for dipping, aren't they? So you can dip your chips in there, you can dip your pieces of chicken, and it's quite a nice little sauce actually. So yeah, they're not too bad, but they've got a Katie now. So let me serve the girls up, and then you guys take a look at my plate, because what I'm dipping it in is gravy. Oh, but I also bought this from Aldi today, Bramwell's garlic and herb sauce. You guys know me, I love a bit of garlic and herb sauce. Normally it's Domino's is my go-to. Let's see what this is like. In a tub, not like 79p, which is cheaper than their fake Domino's sauce. So let's see what it's like. Okay, so the girls have got theirs now, so let's start with this gravy. Really, really thick consistency, as you can see here. Let's hope it's really tasty. Southern style gravy it's marketed as. Let's give it a taste straight off the spoon. There's bits in it, which makes it me think it's a bit like KFC. It's like a little bits of chicken in there. I actually quite like it. It's quite salty though. That's what I will say. It's very, very salty compared to like the KFC. It's a bit thicker. It does taste a bit more like a beef gravy than a chicken gravy, but obviously it is a chicken gravy. Right, we'll go in with these skin on fries. Now these have got that special Rooster seasoning on, which is basically like a paprika salt sort of thing. Doesn't really add anything to the chips. Salt and vinegar would do for Dino. Right, look at this gravy though. Look how it just sticks on the chips. Look at that. Oh yes, that is what you want. My days. Oh my days. That's good. That is good. Okay, next we've got these popcorn chicken. Now, like I said earlier in the video, they do chicken tenders, both buttermilk and hot, hot and spicy. And also they do chicken chunks, which are like bigger versions of these. Looks okay in there. Not too bad. Obviously, as with everything, when it's like a KFC dupe, bang it in the gravy. Can't go wrong. Right. The main attraction, the drumsticks, the thighs. Like I said before, look at the size of that drumstick. I have never ever seen a drumstick that big. These are super chickens. Crispy, hopefully tasty. Let's give it a try. Not too bad. I'm not sure. It's not like KFC, but it is southern fried, but it's just not. I don't think it's the best southern fried chicken I've ever had. It's nice, to be fair. Nice chicken in there. I was expecting, with it being this size, I was actually expecting it to be full on lots and lots of batter. I thought the chicken might have just been hidden in there, but no, it's a whopper of a piece of chicken. The batter of the breadcrumb coating, it's nice and crispy. It is southern fried, but it's not probably not the best southern fried chicken I've ever had. Right, let me grab a drink. Okay, a little bonus review. I'm going to do this garlic and herb sauce now with one of these chicken dippers. See what it's like. Not chicken dippers, popcorn chicken. There we go. Will this be decent? It's a thicker consistency. It's more like a mayonnaise than the Domino's sauces, but let's see if it tastes nice. Oh, we're on to a winner. That's a bargain. Oh man, that's delightful. That is absolutely delightful. I think it was 79 pence. It could have been 89 pence. Absolutely delightful. Let me double check. Boom, boom, boom. Summer sauce, 79 pence. There are a few different, I think there's some sort of bacon mayo, peri-peri mayo as well. Summer sauce, I hope this stays around for a while because I will be buying that on the regular. That is fantastic. The gravy on this one, the southern style gravy, I do like. The popcorn chicken, obviously, it's just the bland, they're a bit basic. Skin on fries, the sachet doesn't add anything. The southern fried bucket, of course, I only got 4 pieces in there, but they were monster pieces. Tasty, but not the best southern fried chicken I've ever had. Iceland do bags of chicken wings. Now, they are wings, of course. And the southern fried coating on there, it's better than this. I really do like them southern fried wings. Sometimes I just get them just for like a quick snack here and there. They're about £3 odd for a portion, and they're probably not going to be 800 grams. I think they're more like 400 grams actually. But yeah, there's not as much chicken on there. They're not as big as these things, but the actual coating, the southern fried coating, is tastier than this. This is the thigh. We'll give this a go. I mean, it's not horrible. Let me make that clear. And 800 grams for £4, full price, obviously. If you can get a whoopsie like I did, you're on to a winner. Overall, everything combined, I'll give this a score of a 6.5 out of 10. I quite liked it. It'll do. Would I buy it again? Probably not, if I'm honest. I'd buy the gravy again, even at £1.49. Hold my hands up for that. And yeah, that's probably about it. But not too bad for a little, much cheaper KFC dupe at home. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye. What's happening, people? Back in the kitchen again. Hope you're all fantastic. Thanks for watching. Would be special. Wouldn't buy that again.